Seth Rollins raced horse to point Hogan towards the ring to take a title he proudly won just minutes earlier. 12 months on though, and Hogan's 1980s co-star Randy Savage was pointing towards Bret as the man trusted with guiding the company through the choppiest waters to date. Choppy waters that would include rivaling the Hulkster himself as he moved to WCW to try and turn their business around just a year after helping tank WWE's. For once, and more importantly for a change, McMahon genuinely and earnestly put his faith in Bret and atoned for his gross misjudgment a year earlier. Under the hallowed roof of Madison Square Garden and surrounded by the babyface roster in a literal and figurative show of support, Paul Heyman's a worker so big he could be seen from space, but his tears nobody ever left on good terms. In the 1980s, it was because of diametric personified main
What up? 6:41 p.m. currently. I am finishing almost this watercolor, which I'm very excited about how it's turning out. I hope I don't explode, by the way.
It was like if Reverend Devon had won the Royal Rumble. Number 2, his reign just wasn't fun. I get it, sometimes heels win by luck or cheating, and that's part of wrestling, but at least make it entertaining. JBL beat The Undertaker by DQ, won the rematch thanks to Heidenreich, beat Booker T with a belt shot, won a fatal 4-way thanks to Heidenreich again, and won a barbed wire cage match by accident. Look, we're not saying Paul Heyman was right when he suggested that JBL only won the title because Triple H didn't want to be on SmackDown, but let's move on. Number 38, Alberto Del Rio. From the moment he debuted, Del Rio seemed destined for a long heelish reign with the WWE Championship. He burst onto the scene, winning the 2011 Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank ladder match with ease. The only problem, he picked the worst possible time to go for the gold. As we all know, the latter half of 2011 was entirely about two people, John Cena and CM Punk. Their feud had captured the fans' imagination in historic fashion. But if it sounds weird, it's because it is weird. Sheamus has had a pretty weird career, specifically when it comes to being WWE Champion. I think the problem is that his title wins have come across as lucky rather than deserving. And no, that's not a stereotype. I'm not saying Sheamus is lucky because he's Irish, but it's clearly true if you come. He beat Cena at TLC 2009 in a tables match, and although it's never been confirmed, it really looks as though he was supposed to go through that table. But he missed it and became champion. His second reign came because the Nexus just happened to interfere at the right time, and his third reign came because Seth Rollins got injured at a house show. Oh, where was this house show, by the way? In Dublin, Ireland. Number 36, The Miz. We all love The Miz these days, but it hasn't always been that way. Back in 2010, there was a far more mixed reaction to him winning the WWE Championship, cashing in on Randy Orton and Night After Survivor Series. He didn't get much help from creative either. Rarely have WWE champions been portrayed as weak to this degree, but despite the booking, Miz really tries to make champion, if not a credible one. Few one-time champs deserve another reign as much as The Miz, but at the time of recording, that hasn't happened yet. Hopefully we see it in the near future. Number 35, Big Show. Big Show is big, clearly. Don't say you never learn anything from these videos. However, the main problem with his two WWE title reigns is the fact that despite being the Big Show, he was never the biggest show, right? That sounded a lot more clever in my head. Basically, what I mean is, Big Show's two reigns came when he was surrounded by a roster of all-time greats, from the likes of Steve Austin to Brock Lesnar to Kurt Angle and so on. His first stint as champ came off the back of a nice babyface win at Survivor Series 99, filling in for Stone Cold, who had just been ran down by Rikishi, but it actually turned out to be Triple H, but it was still Rikishi really. He also won the belt in 2002, screwing Brock Lesnar with the help of Paul Heyman. They were a pair of short, unremarkable reigns to be honest, but at least they served a narrative purpose both times. Number 34, he regarded as the greatest Rumble of all time. He also enjoyed a classic title feud with Randy Savage, playing off the Macho Man of WrestleMania 34 before being hit in the balls. He feuded with Shinsuke for a few months after that, and was hit a lot of time in the balls. Finally, after a wonderful match on SmackDown, he dropped the belt to Daniel Bryan after a massive kick in the balls. That said, I bet part of him wishes he was back at 5 stars. Number 11, CM Punk. CM Punk has this weird thing where people feel really strongly about him one way or another. He's a walking source of debate, but one of the least debatable things about him is the significance of his time as WWE Champion. Punk reintroduced the idea of an extended title reign, albeit one shrunk down to fit modern audiences. He was both face and heel during his 434-day stretch with the belts, but treated it like the most important thing in the world either way. In fact, Punk's heel turn happened because of the WWE Championship. He felt anger at being overshadowed by John Cena and Dwayne, despite whole champions there. Don't get me wrong, Randy's had some cool moments. He won, lost, and won the title all in the same night at No Mercy 2007. He unified the WWE and World Heavyweight Championships at TLC 2013, defeating Cena after handcuffing him to the bottom row. One of Orton's best qualities is his versatility. He's always been there to fulfill a role in the title picture, whether it's cashing in on Daniel Bryan or being cashed in on by The Miz. He can retain the belt at Mania by booting Triple H in the head and pinning Cena. He can lose it to Bryan and make the whole world go ballistic. He can ignore insects if Bray Wyatt tries to distract him with insects. The list goes on. But despite all that, Orton has never generated as much of a buzz as fellow greats, whether that be in the form of heel heat, universal adoration, or a mixed reaction. Number 9, The Rock. Here's a shocking stat. Despite 8 title reigns, The Rock only held the WWE Championship for a combined total of 378 days. That averages out as champions ever. Don't get me wrong, Randy's had some cool moments. He won, lost, and won the title all in the same night at No Mercy 2007. He unified the WWE and World Heavyweight Championships at TLC 2013, defeating Cena after handcuffing him to the bottom row. One of Orton's best qualities is his versatility. He's always been there to fulfill a role in the title picture, whether it's cashing in on Daniel Bryan or being cashed in on by The Miz. He can retain the belt at Mania by booting Triple H in the head and pinning Cena. He can lose it to Bryan and make the whole world go ballistic. He can ignore insects if Bray Wyatt tries to distract him with insects. The list goes on. But despite all that, Orton has never generated as much of a buzz as fellow greats, whether that be in the form of heel heat, universal adoration, or a mixed reaction. Number 9, The Rock. Here's a shocking stat. Despite 8 title reigns, The Rock only held the WWE Championship for a combined total of 378 days. That averages out at around 484 win over the of San Martino and Morales before him.
I've used a little bit of red paint here too, because it's like ombre yellow with like orange, and I figured I'd put a little red in it, spice it up.
Vince over The Rock's chrome body, and so on. He closed 3 WrestleManias by winning. Don't forget to leave your opinions in the comment section below. You can follow me on Twitter here. If you enjoyed what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us. WrestleMania, the showcase of the immortals, the granddaddy of them all, the biggest party of the spring, the great big grapple in the great big ring, April Fool's Day, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Don't forget to leave your opinions in the comment section below. You can follow me on Twitter here. If you enjoyed what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us. WrestleMania, the showcase of the immortals, the granddaddy of them all, the biggest party of the spring, the great big grapple in the great big ring, April Fool's Day, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, plus Sami Zayn's theme music, and also booing, lots and lots of booing. It was very obvious heading into the show that Roman Reigns was going to overcome the odds and beat Triple H. So obvious, in fact, that it seemed as though something else had to happen. Maybe a third person would be added to the match like we'd seen the year before. Maybe Finn Balor would crash the party with a newly formed Bullet Club. Maybe Undertaker would reveal what was in the lockbox after all. Remember the lockbox? Well, stop it. You're not supposed to. Instead, we got a grueling 27-minute bout between a face nobody wanted to win and a heel nobody wanted to lose. It was very long and very frustrating, and the only real pop came when Reigns accidentally speared Stephanie McMahon.
guys. Currently 9:05 p.m. I'm in bed. I'm finishing my vlog, and I will see you in the morning. Good night.